Hi, everyone. I am going live today to introduce you to Elephant Circle Management. I'm Linda Guild, and I wanted to share what Elephant Circle Management is and why I created it. After decades of leading associations through the Guild Associates, which is an association management company in the Boston area, which has managed associations since 1932, I have officially launched and expanded a new division, which is Elephant Circle Management. And Elephant Circle Management was founded because over the years, I've watched something happen over and over again. It's happened with founders, it's happened with coaches and consultants, and other small business owners. They're talented, they're mission driven, and already generating revenue, but yet they're often overwhelmed. And through the years, people would come up to me, and when I explained what I did for associations, they would ask if I provided the same services for companies and for coaches. So, what is my background? For almost 30 years, I've led associations. I've been there through the Guild Associates. I've served as an executive director for multiple associations, some of which include the Biophysical Economics Institute, the Northeast Laundry Association, the Association of Fundraising Professionals Mass Chapter. And being a leader and managing associations, it teaches me that the organizations don't scale just based on charisma. They scale because of the structure. In each organization, there's clear governance, there's defined roles, and with associations, it's defined roles for the staff within the team that's managing it, as well as within for committees and for boards. There's documented processes, and there's financial oversight and clarity. Associations survive leadership transitions because the systems exist beyond the individual. And by using the Guild Associates, there was long continuity in their teams. So as boards changed and presidents changed, we were that continuity. We were the people that all the members knew. That telephone number didn't change with each new board president. Over the last few years, I've become more engaged with coaches and a lot of entrepreneurs. And I've noticed that many were operating with some structure, but a little bit different. And it wasn't because they weren't smart. It was because that they really hadn't been taught how to build an infrastructure. If you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a small business owner, you didn't start your business of coaching to run a business. You started it to help people. And, what I keep hearing is, I have to do everything. There's a lot of turnover. I've hired independent contractors, so things are a little bit more siloed. The clients, there's a little bit of churn, and sometimes I'm wondering if my clients have an inconsistent experience in interactions that are apart from me. And I realize that the same structure that has worked so well with associations can be the missing piece in a founder-led service business. And, coaches and consultants and small businesses, for that matter, they don't want a lot of bureaucracy. They want clarity. And they started their businesses because they want freedom. And that's why I started Elephant Circle Management. And why is it called Elephant Circle Management? Well, when you think of an elephant circle, they surround their young or weak to protect them. And that's really what our management company does. We walk alongside our, on the association side, we've been walking alongside our boards and our members. And with Elephant Circle Management, we're walking alongside those coaches, the founders, and making sure that they have the right information to make good decisions, that someone is supporting them, and that they can focus on what they do best. What we're doing is expanding the legacy work of the Guild Associates, but focusing on small businesses, founder-led teams, coaches, and consultants. We're focusing on those with at least one team member, whether that person is an actual employee that's getting a W-2 or is a 1099, and people that are offering multiple products and services. We want to, Elephant Circle Management and our team want to help people move from being dependent upon one person, the founder, into a system, moving from back-end chaos, which seems a little bit dramatic, but it can feel a little bit chaotic and overwhelming, to having some documented clarity from one person, the coach, always being the person that has all that knowledge, to operational structure. And without creating corporate red tape, it's really about having someone and people walk beside you, audit what's going on, and helping you find the joy in what you're doing. So you're creating written role descriptions, clear delivery processes, and performing an operational audit so that you know what's working within your organization. So your business doesn't depend just on you. For me, this is about stewardship. I'm third generation in a 93-year-old family business. I was lucky enough to be mentored by my dad, who was mentored by his dad, and as well as be mentored, in all honesty, by our clients, who many of whom are running multi-million-dollar businesses themselves. So I understand the legacy and the responsibility of starting your own business. And I understand the weight of wanting to build something that's going to last. I've talked about this in another live, that oftentimes a founder thinks that being the go-to person is leadership. But, as we've discussed, it can be the breaking point within the system. When you're a leader, you know that you can distribute and create trust within your team. And that helps to build something that's going to survive growth, and it creates an organization that can scale. So I truly believe that, coaches, founders, they deserve that level of structure, right? They deserve to grow and really share their gifts with the world, and not be tied up with the newest fad that you're hearing on social, of that next thing that you need to do, and someone that's going to walk alongside them. Elephant Circle Management, is for the founder who has already launched and, wants an infrastructure. They don't want to wing it anymore. They want someone that they can guide them. I often say, oftentimes I think we don't, whether you're a homeowner or in business, you sometimes don't hire someone not because you don't know what you should do. You don't know who to trust and who to hire. And that's part of where we come in, is to work with you to make sure that you have that structure, help you to determine who to hire, walk beside you. And so if any of this is resonating with you, what I'd really love to know is, what's really causing chaos? Where do you have stress in your world? Sorry, I have a dog behind me as I'm going live, but I would love to hear that. And if you're ready for an evaluation, let me know in the messages, and I'll send you our client experience chaos audit. We would really love to support you in your growth, help you focus on the projects that bring you joy and bring you profit, and free up some of your emotional energy and physical energy to serve your clients and help you grow. So please put any questions in the chat, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.